might want to sit down for this.
I love that. That thing at the end.
Yeah, maybe. Which the rumor is it's AI, but if that's AI, that might be one of the better uses of it. But I mean, we're not here to.
Nobody's taking responsibility for singing it. Is that why they think it's AI?
Right. But
yo, welcome guys.
Yeah, welcome to episode
109.
109 here.
What's this?
I just want you to look at that page. What does it say? Read it for the class.
Become a YouTube partner. Oh, we hit it?
Wait, what? What is that? Oh,
is that it?
Show him.
Is that it?
Show him.
Take this. Is that it?
Show him.
Yo, stop playing. Yo, stop acting cool. Is that it?
We in there now.
Do we get it?
We in.
Two weeks ago, we hit 3,000, and then 2 weeks later, we hit the other one that's impossible to get. So, give me back the phone.
2 weeks ago was already 2 weeks ago, and then
it hit the final one of the actual, because
so he kept all that shit to himself.
As you know, the 3K one is not quite.
I asked you the other day about where we at, and you said
the 3K one is not quite there, right? But it's one of the things where you can unlock a bunch of stuff, but it's not the one.
Oh wow!
So I just wanted to.
So we got that.
I just wanted to start that off.
What a milestone! Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
what a milestone!
Yeah, no, I figured
commitment, dedication, man.
Commitment, dedication, and the third thing I would say is learning, because a lot of this is it's a learning vertical of even understanding what works and what doesn't work, but then why. Because if you don't figure out the why, then you can never rejig to try to figure, and the jig is up. You can never figure out where to go on the next try. And also it's really weird, because there was a point in time, full disclosure, where it was like this incessant need to get there, obviously for the obvious reasons, but there was a point where I didn't really see the path to getting there, because unfortunately it only gets there through doing things, right?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not just going to get there because of wishful thinking or because you're doing a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, that's not what it is. There has to be something and multiple verticals that are connecting in a way that feels authentic, that can continue that snowball effect. And one day I said, I don't care anymore. And I know it's going to sound weird, but when I said that is when it started going the way that it should go, because I stopped caring about the thing, but cared about what it would take to get there. You know what I mean? Like, because if you worry about something to the point where you're fixating on it, you're not just going to get there because you're fixating on it and you're doing, quote unquote, you're doing the work. It's going to be because the thing that you're doing, you actually care about it enough to continue to rejig and retool it to get to somewhere. That's what I realized. And I was looking at it the wrong way, but at the end of the day, everything is a learning curve, and you just. We've had this conversation at episode 100. We had a very unpleasant conversation.
We had a spirited conversation. That's what people say. Spirited conversation.
Was that the day when we did the
100 episode, whatever, and the cover? I was very upset. Because the understanding is that the love of it is not important.
Yeah.
You were half right in the sense that it's not the love in a vacuum. But you also have to love doing it when it's not, when you don't even see the way that it's gonna do what it do. Because if you're not making something out of love for people to consume, then it's not gonna get there anyway. So you can want it, you can think that. To be honest with you, if we go back to a lot of our old episodes and start clipping up some things that haven't been timed out, you'll be surprised what can happen.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And that's something that they always say that you should do, to be honest. But. Yeah, it was just...
It's a lot of talking over a long period of time, and I think there's a lot of gems in a lot of the conversations that we've had.
And a lot of it is hidden. You know what I mean? It's hidden from people.
Yeah.
It's hidden within the episodes themselves.
Yeah.
Then we started doing things like timestamps and, taking segments...
Shorter forms.
To people to see it. Yeah. Because then I've noticed comments from people talking about, wow, this is like, yo, the fact that you guys have this podcast and you're talking about these different things, like this is really like,
I know.
they're so like taken aback by the depth that is within it.
We've heard from
I know, but
from people who have literally said the reason why, even though somebody who might be trying to give advice about the pod saying that you cover too many different things, there's people who actually go to this pod literally because we cover so many things, and they don't have time to listen to 10 podcasts or 30 podcasts. So I've been told this directly. Like, I like coming on this pod or listening to this pod because you get into some sports stuff, so I get caught up. I hear some stuff about in what's going on in Canada or in the city, so I get caught up with that. Then you guys get into politics and certain things that I had either I knew about and I wanted to hear you guys talk about it, or I had no idea about. And then you still find a way to be funny and talk about your own personal stuff.
Yeah,
the variety of that and the chemistry that's starting to build even more with brothers. You're one of our best friends from growing up. It's like they're starting to like see it and become a part of it. We were just driving here, and one of my homegirls, who I would love to have on the pod eventually, she's
shout her out. What's her name?
Lindsay. She's amazing. She's in fashion. She's in industry, and she's like, I listen to this pod I listen to your pod, like I smoke and I'm working on stuff. I have this pod on, and you guys just make me laugh and laugh. Even when you guys are mad at each other, screaming. And she was literally just telling us this right on the way here. She's like, even if you guys are screaming at each other, there's a entertainment yet value of things that I didn't know about that I'm like getting at the same time of laughing. And I think it's a unique thing that you guys need to, continue to dig into. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
At minimum, it's
we don't have the answers, Sway. We don't have all the answers, but I think
we have more questions.
We have, and because that's why we're we ask questions. We continue to figure it out. We try things. We know we don't have the full answers, but we're willing to continue to try and put our best foot forward. And even if we don't put our best foot forward one day, the next week we put our best forward, our best foot forward the next time.
Yeah,
we don't give up. We don't stop. We don't slow down. A lot of people, a lot of shows, that's what happens with them when they don't reach a certain whatever their goal is at a certain period of time. They fall off. They give up. It becomes less frequent, the shows or whatever the platform is that they do, especially out in our city in Toronto. Like I see so many different shows and platforms come and go like this. They just come and go.
No,
like
1000%.
And sometimes I'm like, what happened? And it could be so many different things. It
of course,
be internal stuff. It could be financial stuff. It could be just different direction creatively. But we all have the same goal. We tapped in with each other. So,
Trivelle, what was that other line? Remember that episode we were talking about?
Episode 100?
Yeah, the episode 100 that was like the awkward. What was the other thing that you would say? Because remember, our argument was, I was talking about the love, and then the other one that you said that was required was, what was the one word? Was it regimen or was it routine or it was something, a word in that.
I do want to say, I know it was talking about something like discipline or routine or
something of that, but yes, because that is right though, because that's the other part, unfortunately, that goes the rest of the way, because without that, it's not gonna, you won't have the consistency to see anything. But then if you don't have the core love of it, you're not gonna see it through when the consistency is doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's really just it's the marriage. I think we were literally arguing two sides of the same coin of the eventuality of where things can go when you have both. One can't be without the other. Xavier needs what's his Magneto in that sense. But
I also to say, like, I was having this conversation with somebody else generally in terms of, it's probably important that I say this so that you can understand what colors most of my opinions. So I as a person don't believe in free will. My belief in this, I'm a Calvinist, so I'm sure people watch the show get the idea that I'm a believer of some kind. The way that I read and understand the scriptures, I'm a Calvinist. So I believe totally in the sovereignty of God. I believe in the fullness of His plan.
Yeah,
I don't think that there's anything that we can do that's stronger than the will of God. Thus, anyway, it's
that's another tangent. Yes, absolutely.
But in that regard, I look at then my life or everybody's life, but obviously I'm looking at it through an individual window, is all steps of preparation towards another step of preparation. And when I think about my life, I look at it like Dragon Ball Z sagas, 5-6 year runs of just difficulty.
Yeah.
That like I can literally mark 5 years, 6 years. That's what was the hard thing then. Then I got out of that to be in a part of where something else was the hard thing then. I got out of that to be part of something else was the hard thing then. And then I could do that my whole life up to this point. Over the past, particularly 4 years.
Let's call it that.
This current saga of difficulty I'm in and the nature of it for the first time involves other people en masse. And it's been a unique thing for me because, for example, the parallel I always say is when I first tried to start making music as a thing.
Yeah.
I was 19.
Yeah.
I didn't stop making music till I was 26 in terms of the last time I did a show.
Yeah.
19 to 26, believing with all my heart in something.
Yeah.
Nobody ever asked me, hey man, you just released a mixtape, nobody heard it. How do you feel?
Yeah.
Hey man, you paid money to a studio, didn't mix and master your record. And you're lying to us about the fact that it's fine. How does that make you feel? Nobody cared. 26 to 30, right before COVID, I essentially throw all my money into a movie that doesn't see the light of day.
Yeah.
Other than, nobody's, hey man, you wrote and directed a film. How do you feel?
I definitely asked about it, but that's for
no. In terms of, I'm
shitting you. Go ahead.
So now, obviously, being in business,
yeah,
there's a I thank God for the opportunity, but with my business, I was able to be present for my family in a certain way. I was able to be present for a lot of people in a certain way, and as you run into different difficulties, you scale back what you can do, and
yeah,
it's interesting. The interesting thing is I have never so consistently had people ask me,
right,
how you doing? Like,
yeah.
How you doing? What's going on? How you doing? What's going on? But because of that, I read it as this is more than it was when it didn't impact you. So you're asking about you.
Yes.
In that reality of the I always agree that people engage in the world that they see.
That's the only world that yeah.
So where I sit in this world is maybe after many, many years, whatever the case may be, I've never been a person where I thought money ran the world. I think money's a byproduct of a thing.
Yes.
The thing I think runs the world is the accumulation of skills and talent. I think skills and talent is what run the world. And if you have the most skills and the most talent,
you will see
monetary value is supposed to come to you.
Yeah.
When I was having that conversation with you,
and the world,
it was really in the place of me coming on the heels of feeling like for well over a decade,
yeah,
particularly even with us as a set of talented people, that the compensation does not match the skill,
right,
or the talent.
Yes,
and it was a refusal to just say
yeah.
It was a thing of no, because I see the world in a way where this should not be right. So something about how we're doing this is wrong. Because I think about it all the time, at least for me musically. I could only imagine what it feels like for you. It sucks for me that I quit and I never thought my quality of music was bad.
Yeah.
I would love for it to be, I sucked. I would love for it to be, I played it for someone. The person that you think is the person that needs to hear it.
Yeah.
And they said, this is trash. This is trash.
Because then you can.
It's never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Stop. I would love to have met that person. But you would meet the person and say, keep going. And I'm going to give it to this person. And then you get a little look that and so then you get back with a frustration of like, again, for me personally, in terms of how I see the world, if the world is about the accumulation of talent and skills, and I feel like I'm talented and skilled, then there's something else.
There is a third thing.
Which is where I talked about the discipline, the dedication, the diction, the ability to be tactical, the ability to be cold, ruthless. Because I'm a soft-hearted person, which I thought was my problem for a decade.
Yeah.
There's a ruthlessness that you need. When Jeff Bezos wakes up with 44% market share on people that buy things. 44% market share on people that buy things.
Yeah.
And he started out as a .com company with everyone else. I honestly believe there was a ruthlessness to Jeff Bezos that accepted and understood to do this. I'm putting guys out of business, but that's the game. Because he does not have 44% market share without putting people to the sword.
But
there's negotiations he went into and bought companies to shelve them. There's a killer that you have to be if you want that.
But and that's because I know you want to say something because you're an artist, but
No.
No, but
so that's what colored that conversation. It wasn't even so much.
No, I understand, but you know, because it's so interesting. I don't want to get too deep into that pause, but even though it's great for people that understand that. But the third thing that you mentioned being ruthlessness, the interesting part of that is I don't know if that's the third thing right away. It is the thing that eventually has to happen, because I don't think for you to have a successful product and to be successful or to see things taking off, ruthlessness has to be that third thing after skill and what was the other one? Skill and talent. Mm-hmm. But ruthlessness is that fourth that does creep up, because for you to maintain it. And when you mention any of the most successful people, there is a ruthlessness that they had to adapt eventually, either because somebody screwed them over while they were getting to their heights, or just a myriad of or to protect themselves or whatever. I think the third thing I was going to say is it has to be opportunity, because even a lot of the people that you mentioned, a lot of the things that you were mentioning of you know, having the discipline in this, I can think of a bunch of people that saw success that didn't have those things. Now they lost the success, but they got there.
Do you know that every billionaire made their millions, lost it, made it back? Do you know that?
Yes.
Well, then that would make sense.
Every bro, I think it's like 90.
It's high. It's very high.
95% of them
they lost. They got
made it.
Yes.
It. What you would consider it.
Yeah.
Lost it
and got it back double.
And got it back again with. But reading those stories where I read them.
Yeah.
When you made a couple $1 million.
Yeah.
And you lose a couple $1 million. What people don't tell you about when you lose a couple $1 million is you watch yourself lose the friends that you had when you first made the couple $1 million. And you watch them stop believing. And you watch them turn on you. And you watch them start preying on your downfall. And you watch them. So when you get back to me, the ruthlessness comes, because now I'm a killer.
Now I'm impenetrable.
Now I'm a killer because I don't believe in none of it. I don't believe in none of it.
And good reason, because they've given you the reason not to believe. Like they've actually given you they've given not an excuse, but they've done you a favor in that sense, to putting you in that position and that thought in looking at it retrospectively. Obviously not.
I agree, but to bring my perspective full circle, and then we move forward.
For sure.
Going back to my original point of saying I don't believe in free will, I believe in destiny. So when I look at stories that have an appropriate level of struggle, pain, blindsidedness, hurt, you're like, and I run a parallel analysis of saying no suffering is for no reason. Mm-hmm. Suffering is lessons.
Yes.
Lessons masquerading as experience to be used later. Mm-hmm. Then, you try and love the moment when, when there's a bit of blood in your mouth. It's like, you know what? This is going to mean something later.
It's going to mean something
later. Sucks right now.
Yeah.
I try and always put that big picture.
But anyway. Which is funny, because I thought that's how Jay-Z and Drake, when he looks at his career and Drake's, I felt like he would have felt more that way instead of whatever is going on with.
But he has to be ruthless, or else he's not Jay-Z.
And that's the thing. And with that, we get into his freestyle.
Yeah.
His freestyle, where he not only addresses Drake, but
multitude of people.
But he addresses a lot of the detractors and people that have spoken about him. If I look at some of the earliest ones, I would put that at least 20 years, I think, of nonstop. If we talk about Dame Dash, when did Dame Dash start talking his head off?
For a while, but the teeth fell out. It was a couple of years ago.
You know what?
Yeah, that was recent.
What?
That was recent. That was recent.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love and support.
We don't always have to say names, but
no, we do.
People don't know as well.
We have to. Because they don't know the name still.
My name is Trivelle.
Exactly. Continue going down the line. I go by the Express, aka DJXP. Keep going.
My name is O'Shawn, like the ocean.
Yeah. So Jay-Z's out here doing Roots Picnic. Shout out to Roots. Questlove gets him to do this thing.
And apparently introduced him to Jaguar.
And he introduced him to Jaguar, right?
He did.
And I love that line.
I don't know why I still fuck with him.
Jay-Z gets at a lot of people. Now, I've heard a lot of discourse about how people feel about Jay-Z taking this time to address people. So let's get to that part of it. How do you feel about him just addressing people blanketly?
Anybody who knew Jay knew he was going with a freestyle. Anybody who knows Jay knows he's going to use his freestyle to talk about stuff. Anybody who knows Jay should have expected what happened.
Absolutely. O'Shawn?
Here's the problem.
And when I say no, I don't even mean personally. I mean just like a fan of how he's handled his career.
See, anybody who's a fan of Jay,
right?
We're not a fan. You could be. I think you could literally just be adjacent to the idea of Jay-Z and know. You about to perform live? You go live for people on an acapella and drop a beat.
If you are aware of Jay-Z and how his career has been, this is not a shocker to you.
No, not even close.
Or a surprise or whatever. But people who are just learning about Jay-Z, because that's the thing now about today that we have to start looking into. You know what I mean?
The people in the conversation that just learn about
that are just learning about Jay-Z in real time, or learning about learning about any of these guys who have been in the game at a high level. That's the problem, right? If you're at a high level from before, you now are part of the conversation of people who don't know this person.
1,000%.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So because he's that elite for so long, I mean, he even said in a song. He said in a song,
been hot for this long.
There's been nobody
been hot for this long.
Yeah, hot for this long, right?
What more can I say?
What more can I say? Right?
Yeah.
I just hate. I love what Jay-Z did.
Okay,
so if we're gonna get to the because what was the question?
I have the lyrics.
I love what Jay-Z did because I'm one of Jay-Z's biggest fans, and I always want to hear what he has to say. Whether it be on record or, of course, I'd rather hear him on record. Or if he said, you want a record, a project, or you want me to do a freestyle verse, acapella, I'll prefer album because I still listen to Jay-Z today. But I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he got into his artist bag and shed whatever he was. I mean, this guy. Yo, I don't know. Like, this guy really commanded.
You knew the afro?
Huh?
You knew it was ruined when you saw the afro?
Yeah, it's just a lot going on, man. Like, it's just he knows how to command. He knows how to command and make a moment, man. Like, for someone who hasn't put out an album since whenever that 444 was 2017, 18, whatever that was, and to come back and have the timeline in a frenzy. Like, I feel bad for like rappers or artists who made music back then and want to be hot.
I can't get the motion.
And they can't get the motion like what this guy just did off of one show. Like, he just did this. This is one show, Trivelle.
I think that everybody from then, though.
I'm not saying everybody.
Like, Jay as Jay.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying.
So I just think it's him to be able to move.
I think it's incredible. I wish more people can do like
because he hasn't rapped, but Jay-Z's done a really good job of keeping himself in the zeitgeist. I hear a Jay-Z story probably once every 3 months.
Well, and to be fair, he did the God Did verse, which also caused a frenzy when he did that, right?
I still knocked the snow off my frozen Tim.
Right? He performed at the Grammys. That was a big deal. He popped up on Beyonce's tour, Renaissance tour.
He's picked the Super Bowl halftime show every year for the past.
Like, he's around, right? Yeah. So it's not even about that, but just the fact that he was able to shake the timeline and have people rejoice, and then also have haters who don't know who he is, just reminded me. I always say this about the GOATs. If there's not a lot of people hating on this person, they're not a GOAT.
Yeah, it's
the greatest guys, the greatest artists, the greatest athletes, the greatest whatever
creators.
There's gotta be a sector of people that just
hate your guts,
and they void logic. They void
understanding,
wanting to understand why somebody's doing something or why someone is great. They just are loud and wrong. So I enjoyed seeing him come out, and I also annoyed at the same time of the people who don't know Jay-Z, just talking mad shit about Jay-Z like they know Jay-Z. Listen, guys, I don't know who told y'all this. You can like Jay-Z and like Drake. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can like both. You can like both. You can like both guys. You don't have to hate on one because you like. I don't know what this thing today of having to hate on one person to like somebody no matter what the scenario is.
I think it's a situation where people take on the especially online. I guess that's what we're talking about. People take on the persona of being a part of that artist world, that they start to become very delusional in a psychosis, if you will, where they feel like they know what this artist is thinking and feeling. And because they see an artist A and artist B in a conflict, they assume that artist A hates artist B in a way where that artist A does not want you to even consume the music of this person, even if you aren't connected to that artist and you don't know them on a personal level, but they just think that they're doing your bidding by by not listening to that artist, by saying things negative, even if it begrudges any kind of logic. Like, I've seen a lot of Drake stans like take down the entire 30-year legacy of whatever Jay-Z's legacy, as long as he's been in the game. I've seen them dismiss it and scoff it off strictly in a numerical basis because Drake streams more in 2026. And when I started to see that, and when I started to really see the context of why they're feuding or why there is this back and forth, listen, I'll tell you one thing. Jay-Z is under no delusion why Drake is getting at him, and Drake is under no delusion as to why Jay-Z is getting at him. Like, this is not like the Kendrick thing or the 20v1 where Drake is like, yo, why is ASAP talking about me? Or why is these people that I've done out, like, why is Rick Ross? No, it's not that. Jay-Z knows that he's made,
But why do they think, like, what? First of all, why do they think Drake, why do Drake fans think Drake hates Jay-Z though? Because the jig is up. But that sounds like I hate him?
Yes.
The jig is up means I hate you?
You know how the OGs are rocking already, my nigga. The jig is up.
That means...
But that's just some pow-pow and rap bars.
Yeah, come on. Like,
that's the point.
Hey, guys.
To stop, bro. I used to freestyle on the bus.
Bro.
And you throw lines. We just pow-powing, bro.
There's
let's also be honest. There's places these guys could go if they really want to go there that they don't go. It's just a couple pow-pows.
There's nothing in that Drake album that tells you that he hates Jay-Z.
At all.
I don't know what to tell y'all. They have records together.
What they say?
In case they didn't know.
The worst line Drake gave him was the Epstein one, right? That y'all was flying or y'all was island hopping.
But that could be more.
With no directs. That could be totally sublime.
That could be to anybody.
That could be about Pusha.
It could be all y'all guys that went
there.
But I'm just saying, where in that rap is I hate this guy? Because the people that are coming out, they're talking about how much they hate Jay-Z, and they don't know Jay-Z. I just find it peculiar.
Bizarre,
it's like, if he said something that was directly like, yo, I hate this guy, okay, I can understand you guys defending Drake. Like, I gotta, you know what I mean? But I'm like, wait, this is just a rap pow, like you say, is this a rap pow? I'm just saying my shit, I'm talking my shit. It's vibe. I can assure you guys, Drake still respects Jay-Z in at least musically.
For who he is and
for what he's done. They got 4 records together. I don't know if y'all know that. The guy who like tell those fans of Drake,
right?
There's 4 or 5 Jay-Z Drake songs.
How do you feel about them going band? How their fan base is going band for band about who gets more money, who makes more money?
That's ridiculous too.
I think that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous too.
I think it's ridiculous and it's offensive. And you guys might be surprised because everybody knows how I feel. It's ridiculous. It's also offensive to one of them.
Well,
it is.
Well, break the fourth wall. Who's it offensive to? I think it's offensive.
Oh man.
Wait. It's offensive to you saying it's more offensive to Hove? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, I've been making money.
Bro, he's
I know.
like, come on.
While you weren't even in the
since you were not in the industry, and I'm notoriously known for being good with my money.
Yes.
So I get it. Right now's your time. You're generating bread. I'm so proud. I'm happy for you.
But I don't understand that.
Bro, I run a sports agency.
Yeah.
But why? That's
I run an entertainment. I run stuff you've never heard of.
Why are they comparing them money wise?
I flipped Ace of Spades from a middling champagne house in France off my look alone, and then flipped that for bread. I cut out my label co-founder notoriously. Notoriously, I did that.
Yeah.
And did it in a way that was legal to the point where the only thing the man can do for the rest of his life is complain.
Yo, you're good. That's good.
Leave me alone when you talk about this stuff, bro.
We can compare a lot of things. I don't know what's the point of comparing.
No, get it.
It's something
is Drake the Jay of his time, where Drake is probably buying stuff like when Cameron said the thing about Jay-Z said the slick line about Asylum could be purchased, and he goes, I was managed by Asylum at the time. Like,
yeah. Can Drake
is Drake doing that to guys? Yes.
Today.
Or he's
But Drake can't do nothing to Jay.
No.
But at the same point, I think Drake is at a level where I don't know if Jay could really do nothing to him. I think Drake's business is moving away.
But that's kind of like what Jay-Z said in that interview. Like, he was just like, what? He's like, what would I do to him? Like, what would I do?
Except,
but he's like, but what would he do to him? Except what? Not let him go to perform at the Super Bowl?
Put people in position that
how? Because even Jay in his Pow Pow bar,
what did that do?
Even Jay in his Pow Pow bar, conceded something.
He did.
He says your contract says in perpetuity. Go talk to them, which means I also can't get involved in that.
Yeah, that's the other part. That's the other part I wanted to say.
I also can't get involved.
What did Jay-Z say that was so bad to Drake? He was just
go talk to them.
Just be clear, yo. I get it, man. You probably are generating a lot of bread.
Yeah,
you gotta go talk to them.
But go talk to them. I don't see anything.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not yet. I promise
Ain't nothing
y'all.
wrong with that.
When Drake or Jay-Z say something that's very foul to each other, we will be like,
talk about it.
We'll be like, yo, okay.
But the pow ones
but
is just
these are
Yeah.
come on, man. Like,
You know
at
how we
least
rocking it,
so
right? My
far.
nigga, the jig is up. You know
That's
what?
fun.
You know what I feel like too?
The jig is up, nigga.
This is a question I have to ask. Is
Come on, man.
is Jay-Z going through what Drake went through when Kendrick, because you know Kendrick and Drake obviously were trading shots for what? Wait, you don't even know what I'm
No, but there can be.
But I didn't even finish the line.
Sorry, you right. Go ahead.
It's funny. I literally have no idea what he's gonna say right now.
Remember when
I'm trying to
Drake and Kendrick would say things about Drake, and he would never really respond until he went on a song called "Like That," and because of how popular the song was getting, about how high it was charting, it was almost like he was, because Kendrick has said worse stuff about him before, and he never said anything until that song that was with his boy, that song that charted high and for a while. The reason why I draw a parallel is because Janice Shut the Fuck Up is a song that's been number 1 on the Billboard for 3 weeks. So my question is, was Jay-Z like, okay, was Jay-Z like, okay, yeah, I could ignore this and be like, whatever, but this song that he's talking about me on, the jig is up, that everybody knows, it's on a song that is actually standing out from his body of work in a way
I actually think the same both ways.
Ambidextrously?
Yeah, because I honestly think that the reason why Drake took the battle with Kendrick is I think Drake had gone, and I said it when I talked about it, I think he was uninspired. I honestly think
he thought it was a battle.
Like, I really think he was trying to get motivated again, because I'm running this thing unimpeded. I dropped CLB. He himself is going to know what great, and if you talk to Drake, he would rank his projects and be like, man, but I'm lapping these guys. Nobody's at my level. Nobody's getting me creative.
Yeah.
Here's the guy that they say is number 2. He's coming at me. All right, yo. Let me finish my tour. Let me dust this pen off. Let me throw some stuff at him and see what's going on. Bro, Drake, you could tell Drake was excited. People forget. Drake was so excited for the exercise, he was dropping music unanswered. He was dropping music. I could imagine him just in the studio being like, yo, did he drop yet? Like, come on.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then I really do believe it just started to interrupt with his vacation time.
Which, he don't lie. I feel like that's probably
and
true.
Then Kendrick just came at a different moment.
Right.
And then he sat down for a minute. In terms of where Jay's at, Jay booked these New York shows, the Roots Barbecue, and Jay booked these New York shows in New York from before.
Yes.
Drake's Bars for Jay came out after Jay had already booked these concerts.
Right.
Yes.
For me, Jay is just in that mode right now.
He's in the mode.
So I'm going to say something to anybody who says anything about me.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with a single. It's, the biggest artist in the world today said something about me. I got something for him.
And that's why I feel like it's a respect.
He got it too many people, so why am I going to leave that out just because it wasn't a number 1
the biggest artist in the world said something about me, and you all know he said something about me. Forget it being number 1. Bro, because if Drake says anything about Jay on any record, whether it's number 1 or not, he's going to say something about it.
I don't know what it is. I don't know him. I don't know why. I could be guessing, but I feel like when Jay heard the jig is up, he smiled to him.
Probably.
Like he's like,
okay. Now you guys want to have fun.
Okay.
That was I like. He's
that's
like,
cute.
Yeah, I like that.
I like how he did that.
I know that's stuck in his head because why he?
I don't think he can really mess with me, but I like that. It's cool. I like that.
He came out. He jumped out the gym. Okay.
I look at.
That's cool.
The jig is. Okay.
I like how he said that.
He was probably dancing until it got to that part too. And then he's like,
you know how many men in the world are dancing to records, being like, "Yo,
they're talking about me."
Come on.
Well, we know who isn't, and as a sidebar, we know that LeBron James is not dancing to that album.
I don't know that.
Because when they asked him about what music he's listening to, he begrudgingly said J. Cole's The Fall Off. And I don't care what you guys say. He did not look enthused. Yes. He did not. Yes, Trivelle saw it too.
The Fall Off. The whole thing.
Yes.
In other words, I don't have time to listen to it.
Let me tell you something. He did not look enthused about that, even shouting out The Fall Off, to be honest. Even though The Fall Off, as we talked about, was a good album. So the fact that he had to say that.
So he said Cole, he didn't say Kendrick, and he didn't say Drake.
He said The Fall Off.
The whole thing.
And so he said the whole thing.
So he took the middle.
Wait.
No, because Kendrick don't have no music out right now.
He still has an album. How many niggas say, I'm still listening to that?
He could have said, I'm still listening to
GNX.
Fair.
He could have, because he loved it so much, right?
Yeah.
He could have said, I'm still listening to Why did he not say GNX?
I know why. Because he has to prove he's still a music connoisseur.
No, because J. Cole, he's
neutral. He's playing Switzerland.
J. Cole has a song called Middle Child. Guy. He picked the middle. He picked the middle person, man. This is the middle.
No, what we talked about. I think Bron and Drake have a real problem. Like, I don't think they're like. It would take.
They have a real problem.
Cat Williams, Kevin Hart. We piece it up privately, and then 8 months later, we'll tell the world type of piece up for them.
Me and you have talked about this before. I don't want to keep rehashing it, but we feel like, remember, we felt like LeBron didn't know how deep what he did was that big of a deal.
I agree, but I also think that LeBron also didn't apologize, which made it worse.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying.
I think LeBron got his ego. Like, what's this guy so butthurt for? Or whatever.
What the heck?
1,000%.
You know what I mean? So,
but before we close the,
but that's when you need a medium. That's when you need a
mediary.
Who could be that for them? Chris Bosh?
Rich Paul. He should be, but he's
is Rich Paul close with Drake like that?
No,
exactly.
But it sounded like he made it sound like their situation is mendable.
Maverick, I think Drake is cool with Maverick.
Yeah, he's very cool with Maverick.
He's very cool with Maverick, but I don't think Maverick would involve himself in this.
I don't. The
Maverick is gonna know them both enough to know these egos. I'm not doing this. I think Maverick would be the one to be like, with these egos in house. Nah,
he's probably say we need more. It needs time.
People forget, Drake was mean mugging DeMar DeRozan. Bro, he was mad about a lot of this.
No, there was no, for sure. But that was does Hove is okay. Is Hove coming with an album based on this? Because I heard he added some other shows in France now.
Oh yeah. It's looking like a Jay-Z tour.
There's like a lot of things amalgamating.
It's looking very tourish. He's back in stadiums.
And by the way,
the
internet is saying that he's faking getting these people to come and like for him to come and sign like his album and stuff like that. Like this, they're like, look at him. He's trying to fake. He's trying to fake aura.
What part of the internet?
Can I ask you?
The one that gets us somewhere because we need to talk about these things.
Express.
Calling me my full name on my government name, Express.
Express. This part of the internet doesn't exist. That part of the internet doesn't exist.
It's not me just saying this in a vacuum.
I swear XP finds like the one person out of the fucking.
Like, he's this.
He's like, this nigga said, like, guys, okay, if there is a section,
there is.
Right? People said Jay-Z
was faking Rock Nation diabolical plan.
Let me get at these niggas, man. You fucking dumb fucks. Okay, you dumb, stupid, ignorant losers.
Ignoramus.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'll tell you this until we get millions and millions on this show. I'm telling you guys right now, for a fact, y'all gotta stop it. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean that whatever they're doing is fake. It's wrong. They're cheating. It's not good. They did this. They did that behind it. They stole from the. That doesn't mean none of that shit, guys.
They really don't.
Just to inform you guys, I've been seeing for fucking years on Instagram different places that Jay-Z pops up at, and people run up to him to get fucking signatures and signing memorabilia with albums. This is not a new thing that just happened this year. It's happened for a long time. Go look back, you'll see him growing his hair, and it was happening. It was him when he had the actual full locks that was happening. This entire thing was happening all along, not just yesterday all of a sudden. You guys need to, just because you don't like Jay-Z, like, stop. And you guys don't even know Jay-Z to not like Jay-Z.
Here's my question.
Who was the artist the other day that said they went and listened to like a whole bunch of Jay-Z,
a whole tangent of albums,
and they're like, oh my God, this guy was incredible.
It was an artist.
I can't remember who it was.
Was it Doechii?
Oh, maybe it was Doechii.
Or was it fake? Because everything on the internet is fake now.
I don't know who it was, but somebody was like, and that's not a new thing. There are people that are going on saying,
my thing is, if an artist that has been making music since George Bush Sr.
I know, it's a smashing. It's a smashing in the way that we.
It's a smashing. It's a essay smashing.
I'll tell you this much.
Oh boy,
is that 30?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Don't wear Spurs colors. Don't wear Spurs colors in New York
anywhere.
Right now,
don't go to Williamsburg. Yo, if you're a San Antonio fan and you're in New York tonight, bro, take the black off.
Matter of fact, don't even wear black. Don't wear black and gray.
Get on the plane.
Don't wear black and gray,
bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're gonna be hunting tonight.
You can't wear that over there.
I wouldn't be in New York like this.
No.
Forget this toque, yo. Forget the glasses. What orange and blue at?
Bro, this is crazy. This is smack.
I'd put on a whole accent. I'm from New York. I'd go to Halal guys, man.
No, for sure.
It's a spanking. Go ahead.
Yeah. But anyway, that was that wasn't the end of the Jay-Z thing, but it was the end. I just said, George Bush Sr., that's when Jay-Z started rapping. So I don't know how you guys don't think there'll be a few people trying to get his final sign. There's nothing to discuss
with people who...
we got to stop this. Yeah.
Because I get that the online conversation is... The truth of the matter is, I mean, we're kind of old for this game, right?
I'm ignoring it.
The people that run the game now are streamers, right? And podcasters that are of a certain age. The people that run the online conversation are younger people that I understand why they have a gap for Jay-Z. But I'd rather somebody just say, I have a gap for Jay-Z. As opposed to saying, this dude was never popping. Like, this stuff
I understand. It's only the people on the one side. Because the people that love
but Trivelle, let me
the other side.
Let me tell you, but guys, I hate that this only happens in hip hop. And that's what's the most annoying part about it. It only happens in hip hop.
I see people sleep on Madonna.
When she tried to climb over the fence.
It's only in hip hop where they try to discredit somebody who literally cannot be discredited.
Yeah.
Like literally cannot be discredited. You cannot discredit you can't erase. I said this to people all the time. You can't. The internet exists, guys. The internet exists.
Yeah.
All of the facts, the videos, the stories, the magazines, the press. All of it is there. You cannot make up shit or try to diminish or try to erase shit because all we got to do is
just check the fact, check
this,
the facts.
And boom, it only happens in hip hop. I just think that's annoying. You're right. Streamers run this shit, whatever the younger people that are coming up. But it's peculiar that doesn't happen in the film world. It doesn't happen in sports. It doesn't happen in rock music. It doesn't even happen in fucking pop music because the young people know fucking Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and all that shit the same way as they know.
But is that because of us who the audience of that music? Like,
because we like to hate.
Do pop stars or pop fans do a better job of saying, man, you wouldn't believe it, Backstreet Boys are fire? Yeah. Or I don't think we do that enough in hip hop. I think what we do in hip hop is, them raps wouldn't fly today. Oh man, that little boo-bop stuff was trash.
And you know what's worse, Trevor?
You
know what's worse? What's worse is when somebody from the past in hip hop actually can be fired today. That makes people even more mad.
Upset.
Oh yeah, because
I heard somebody the other day say LL Cool J was trash. I'm like, you don't take the acting for you. That guy was
exactly.
Yeah, that guy was a problem, bro.
It's erasure.
You want to piss off some more young people that go, what the hell's going on? Queen Latifah is going to be dropping an album with.
They're not even ready for that.
Wait, she's going to be dropping an album with who?
Lady of Rage. Oh, a collab album.
And they should most definitely do that.
She's recorded in like 20 years.
People just forget that Queen Latifah is the same woman from Set It Off, bro.
I know. Yeah. And y'all think she won't set it off?
Yeah, exactly.
She beefed with who did she beef with? I listened to the diss track the other day.
Yes.
She had a battle with
was it Lady of Rage? No,
nigga.
No, somebody.
What's her name?
MC Light?
God. No, man. The Jay-Z, quote unquote wrote some. They said she wrote
Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
Yes.
They had a beef. They had a back and forth.
They did. In the music realm. Okay, if I said, and I know every so
word association. I love this game.
Oh, it is.
If I said,
I like games.
Okay. If I said Taylor Swift, right?
Taylor Swift will always be on our shows. Eh?
And I asked you this: how much money do you think she's worth today?
Oh, I'm not doing this.
If you were to guess, I know, no, but
I don't think any of these people report their actual numbers because it would be the dumbest thing on the face of the planet to report my actual numbers.
Because how much she's worth?
Want you?
She's in the billion. She's a billion up.
But why? But you are you just saying that because it should be, or
because you said worth? Because worth. I'm saying worth. Because
everything is always about net worth.
Taylor Swift is worth.
She's generating the labels billion, so she's not worth
Taylor
billion?
Swift is worth enough that Scooter Braun is making money off of a catalog he bought.
Okay. And how much is Drake worth?
And then she bought back.
How much is Drake worth?
Drake's worth $1 billion.
Okay, let's see.
He's well over $1 billion. Don't tell me what they say online.
I know, man.
But I'm only going to base it on the line.
Drake is over $1 billion.
But there's no point to base it online.
Yes, because
if you look online right now, for example, because I'm a big Formula 1 fan, if you look online right now, I think it says Lewis Hamilton's worth $450 million. I think that's what it says. Mm-hmm. Lewis Hamilton's been a Formula 1 driver since the year 2007.
I didn't know he was lit for that long, but that's crazy.
That's my point. But,
okay,
and that's my point.
Okay, they have Drake at half a billion.
No,
Taylor Swift has crossed $2 billion.
Oh yeah, so let me get it straight. Taylor Swift is worth $2
You know
billion.
that those
Drake
things.
is worth 500
I just want to point out that those things.
That's not the real.
The way they get these numbers, right? Especially Forbes and stuff. Because I'm sure you know this.
Well, I'm going to tell you how they got it.
The celebrities have to submit.
Yeah, they have to submit. And they all don't. And they all don't do that.
Drake doesn't even submit his albums to the Grammys.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you guys what I got going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read you what her $2 billion was. Because here's
Drake probably owns so many LLCs and a blind trust that he's just the beneficiary of that we would have no idea of. Bro, I was in Turks and Caicos one time. They told me this is Drake's part. Bro, it was a whole part of the island.
Yeah, you can't go over there. He's there now. That's like they were saving it for him. Okay, but here's what I want to say about her $2 billion versus what you just mentioned, Drake or even Jay-Z or even Beyonce. In fact, Taylor Swift is probably only closer to Beyonce in these stats. Okay, so she became a billionaire in 2023 thanks to the earnings from her Eras tour and the value of her music catalog. Swift is the first musician to make the billion ranking primarily
from music.
Off of her songs and performances. Her fortune includes $800 million amassed from royalties and touring. Do you know any art? You are an artist. You know about the music business and you know about money. If we're talking about $800 million
that's a lot of money
that has been amassed from royalties and touring, plus a music catalog worth an estimated $600 million, and then she has 110 in real estate.
That's a lot of money.
Do you understand how much $800 million
also
off
want to
of
point out
royalties?
If she generated $800 million on royalties and music, she has more than $100 million real estate portfolio. Whoever wrote this article is an idiot.
Well, I mean, listen, all they can do is base it on what they
I'm just saying, generally
presented,
speaking,
right?
the taxation on raw $800 million just goes, yeah, give me the cash would be
which
outrageous.
Which is why when you hear these numbers,
because you know $800 million cash if she took it is like $400 million.
1,000%.
Especially because she tours internationally, so she has to pay tax in the place that she generated the revenue and back home where she is a citizen.
Yeah,
brother.
Where's she a citizen?
She's a citizen in the United States.
No, I know. I mean, what's her?
No, the federal government going to take some of that. But yeah, she's in LA.
Which
is she in
LA?
LA?
Estate tax, 51% tax bracket.
And you know, but here's the thing too. I wonder how much of this is about when she did her whole re-recording Taylor version of that.
$800 million.
Roy, and remember, I didn't say even Masters. I'm just talking because Masters
Masters another story.
is the $600 million.
But Masters is unrealized value. The best way she's gonna make money off her Masters is she'll borrow against the value of her Masters from some sort of investment company or fund because it's debt. You don't pay taxes on debt, and then she'll kind of live off that money. And then as the value increases, they give her a loan to value on it,
which is the $600 million. So the $800 million is just off of the royalties, because as you know, royalties is only part of the music ownership, and that makes, when you think about her fan base and when you think about what she's done, it really makes it insane to think about, because this is predominant. Like, you talk about all the biggest artists in the world, eventually they reached a ceiling of sorts, and then they're like, okay, what can I parlay this in? No, she's not parlaying it into anything. She's parlaying it in the thing, which is why she can be in Toronto and do 6 shows back to back, and they rip off the sign of what the street is called and call it Taylor Swift Way, because this is country size economics going on here, that the GDP she's bringing in, which is insane, which is why she was able to get back her catalog, because like you said, she can borrow against her masters and do all these things. I just think
there's not an investment bank on the face of the planet. The same way I said that there wasn't a lawyer on the face of the planet who would sue her.
Yes.
And these numbers are proof. Because there's not an investment bank on the face of the planet where she doesn't come and say, guys, I want to do this. Do you mind if I borrow some of your money to go do that? And they say, absolutely, Miss Swift.
Yeah. Because Weeknd did something like this. He did it, but his was for $1 billion, I think it was, for or close to that. But
it's big money. Again, which goes back to my original point. Talent and skill.
Yeah.
Because one thing about all these people, oh man, all this money, which I always say, we, you, me, we the people are the ones who gave her this money. Because we like her that much.
Right.
Whether it be musically, like we did it. She didn't trick nobody.
Yeah.
There's a hustle, there's whatever. But at the end of the day, we gave her that money. It was us.
Yeah.
So she has unlocked something about how to get us to part with that much of our money for her.
Yeah. and not through other people's catalog,
Chapeau.
not through tricking people. Now, fine. Does she have one album with 20 variants? Sure, but it's still hers.
Somebody buy it.
And she's not tricking you.
If I could drop an album right now with 20 variants, I'm not gonna make no money from it.
Listen, no t-shirt, no vinyl. We know one guy doesn't believe in any of that stuff. This girl believes in it, and she's up 2 Bs. So is there I just think, but shout out to her. She's the richest female musician now. I think it's probably for the men. It's probably between Hove and some I don't know who else.
Musically,
yeah,
I wouldn't put it in the hip hop. Hip hop has generated more money than any other musical genre over the past 20 years, if I'm correct, or 30 years or something like that.
Something like that.
But I'm not totally certain one of the rock bands from the 80s and their legacy money wouldn't. Like Elton John's catalog has got to be worth stupid money.
But you have to remember, a lot of times when these guys signed and did their things, I don't think they own everything, or they're still fighting for it to this day, or they've settled with however much. But Jay-Z is the richest man in music. His is 2.8 to 4 billion. So she would be. So she's which is why she respects Jay-Z.
Which is another reason why the whole Jay-Z thing is offensive.
If this is fake or not, but it says Elton John's value catalog is valued at 1 billion to 1.2.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah, Jay-Z would have more hits than Elton John. Jay-Z would have more hits than Elton John.
Oh man, no, that's no, that's crazy. I just thought to give her those flowers, because that's no small feat, man. And we know they always say we don't give women their flowers.
Interesting thing just about money. $100,000 in our parents' time, I think it's 1990 or 1984 or something like that. Somebody who's making $100,000 in 93 is equivalent to making $322,000 or $325,000 today. 3x. Just an interesting thing about money.
Inflation, value, market. That's insane. I'm not surprised that it's triple. Triple is a lot. I would have assumed maximum double, but.
Triple in our lifetime from you. I mean, we're all around the same age. We're all in our 30s. So from the time that we were 16, 17, looking at our parents, looking at their life, thinking,
yes.
You know what? Let's give it a go. It's 3 times more expensive today.
Yeah. Damn.
Today. And I don't know about you. My parents weren't 35 when I was 16 looking at them.
No.
Right. Yeah. No. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it in the entertainment realm. Let's get into the thing that people were like, "Oh, why didn't you guys talk about it during that time?" The house wow, how do you say summer in French? See, this is what happens with French immersion.
Maison d'été.
Maison d'été.
Maison d'été. Summer house.
Yeah, summer house. The final.
You see how they said the aftermath.
And you know what? Okay.
Well done, Bravo.
Well done, Bravo.
Well done, Bravo.
So the last time we recorded, 2 had not aired yet. The Reunion 2, Part 2, and obviously Part 3 didn't air yet. And those 2 did air. I was almost tempted to say, let's call an audible and talk about it. But in hindsight,
not much happening too.
But
2 was a clear money grab.
Yes, and it was a tease for 3, because to be honest with you,
which was the payoff.
They definitely paid things off. They were connected. Those 2 could have been together. First of all, I want to say that you guys staying in that room for what I found out was for over 10 hours to record those 2 things.
That's fucking crazy.
And you know how long it is. What's the longest time you've been on a set of anything?
No, 10 hours could be a marathon. I've been on set for 10 hours
16 hours.
16, 12 hours. Like, it's possible, but I mean, it's a slot.
But that's on and off and maybe not doing something. They're sitting there. It's all about them for the entire 10 hours. There isn't anything else going on.
That hits me different as a director, right? Because technically I'm directing every scene, but
yeah, of course.
But just sitting there for 10 hours that's
and the camera being on you and having
on me, that's kind of probably feel longer than 10 hours.
Exactly. Walk me through, Trivelle, how you felt about this. I have. There's a lot of thoughts.
So I gotta shout out my sister. Hey. I gotta shout out my sister because we're having a conversation, obviously, and I've been saying it, and I wanted to reiterate this.
You got to.
I've always felt that this was a deeper commentary on Black people operating in white spaces. I really have felt that. I continue to feel that the more I look at this.
Yeah.
But my sister was saying, I wish Ciara wasn't so mad.
Okay.
My sister was saying that. She goes, just for the optics of it, I wish she just came. Oh, I don't care.
More chill, more nonchalant.
I don't care.
Unbothered.
And she was kind of getting me with that, where I'm like, you know what? Maybe, she just shows them in So part two, So I watched part one.
Part two, you agree.
My sister gave me that statement,
and then you watch.
I'm watching part two, and I'm leaning into my.
Yes, you're like, she's right.
She's right.
I'm like, these people aren't worth this. Like, I'm having that moment with her, right?
Thank you.
Get to part three.
Thank you.
In part three, they have a moment where Andy says, "Sierra, how do you feel?" And was there anything watching back this season that was painful? Bro, they run a montage of Sierra, and it's like the thing that bothers me is like, to me, I see this as a very cultural thing of a woman speaking life to another woman.
Oh my!
The you matter, the I see you. Like, there's something I don't know. For me, again, I'm a black man, so I can only look through the lens of my mother, my aunt, my cousins. I've seen women in need of those type of affirmations,
and they get it.
So when I see Ciara being the one holding that space, it is an information to me on the women that have raised her,
yes,
the women that have supported her, the women that have carried her, and it is a passing of the guard. It's an exchange of true spiritual and emotional resonance when you hold someone and say, "I see you, I love you, you're worth it, you're strong, you can leave him, you're beautiful,
you matter."
It is a thing. None of those words hit lightly.
Yeah.
And then I understood why she was upset.
Well, you know what? I want to take it. You take it there. I want to take it further because the thing is, someone like me and O'Shawn, obviously, who did not watch all the episodes of this season or other seasons, it is very easy
being thrown in
to being thrown in and to being shown a version of Sierra that is not the complete story. And to be honest, I did not have the complete story from a visual storytelling perspective. I saw her being angry, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
100%.
And speaking her mind, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And asking for accountability, rightfully so.
From these people.
But when I saw that montage,
Bro.
When I
it actually hurt. Bro.
Describe the actual montage,
bro. She was holding this Amanda girl, telling her everything's gonna be all right.
Multiple times.
She's worthy.
Multiple times.
She's bigger than her relationship. There's more things coming in life that are greater
Joining
for her. her
in tears. You know when you cry with somebody?
I
And because you feel, I feel you, but you can do this.
Bro, because you have to understand something.
Multiple times.
You have to understand something. Like
all kinds of angles.
When you see Sierra, have you seen her really emotional?
No.
She looks stoic and very laser focused and very. But when they go into the thing and she has no makeup on and she just looks like
raw
a girl, and she's propping this Amanda girl up in this way in her marriage that is messed up and telling her that she can leave and she can find herself again. And you're seeing that repeatedly because that's the key. Because like you said, it's a montage, right? It wasn't one scene.
It was multiple times, multiple days.
Multiple days across multiple verticals. And then,
multiple years. Like, okay, so they prioritize this fact. Multiple years.
Multiple years is the other one.
She's been married to Kyle for 4 years. The marriage has been bad.
For most of it, yeah.
Particularly her and Sierra would have been close over the past 2 to 3 years. Her and Sierra were close enough that Sierra was telling her when she dated West. Sierra dated West like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I forgot it, but
it leaves you.
I don't know how to describe this. You know, as black people, they say, "Oh, don't cry, don't let them." So I was feeling the thing of, "Yo, girl, just go there strong and cut."
Yeah.
But when I saw that I understood why she was mad. I understood why she was heartbroken. I understood all of the emotion and all of the energy. The thing that then made my blood boil, because it's 3 hours of television that we've been able to watch, distilled down from 10 hours. Amanda has nothing behind her eyes. We've now watched it. Nothing behind her eyes the whole time.
Yo. There
was a moment where Sierra was like, "I cannot believe after that I'm sitting here mad at you." Bro, it was so well put. I'm sitting here mad at you because you effed my ex. I didn't conceive of that.
Yeah.
Amanda says, "No, yeah, you're right. I don't deserve a friend like you."
Yeah. That's a first of all,
simple and plain.
That is a cop out.
I don't deserve.
And I hate the people that speak that way. That say, "Oh, I don't deserve a friend like you." Remember in episode 2? I mean, in Reunion on part 2, when Sierra backstage said she did not want to cry.
Yeah.
Episode part 3, she cried.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I hope you didn't fully lock in with what your sister's ideology was, because finally cracked and showed the emotion that I knew was there, because yes, she was giving the quip responses, she was giving the and it was great in terms of, for an entertainment value, me coming in to just enjoy the shits, right? You see, you enjoy the quips and her quick-wittedness, but then as time progresses, and I think when people go into a situation, they're going with their wall up, right? They're going with them trying to not get hurt again or not be affected by things. But as time goes on, things start to weigh on you. And I think for me, if I had a best friend like that and I started to see that she was not understanding, clocking, it was not registering to her that what she did was such an egregious act to me, eventually I'm going to break down like, bro, you don't even care. You don't even care. The part that I laughed at, which this has nothing to do with Amanda, but her boo, when Andy says he stops it, and then he's like, hold up. Are you a beta blocker?
Yeah, bro.
But was he? Was he on beta blocker?
Yes, he was.
That's why he wasn't showing
I could not believe it. When Andy's like, dude, are you on beta blockers? And he looks around, he's like, yeah. I took a beta blocker, but hey, this means a lot to me.
Yo, you know what it sounded like? Remember on the Joe Budden podcast? Remember the Joe Budden podcast when Dr. Umar said, "Hold on, it just occurred to me."
Are you mixed race? Yeah.
Are you of mixed race? That's what clocked to me. Like, oh, it was the same. Like, he's like, hold on, wait. Oh, you Perksin right now? Like, you can't even feel this.
Yeah, but what was Amanda on?
She's on something.
They must have.
What was Amanda?
She's on something. No.
I don't even think you understand.
She's on something.
Amanda was on something, bro.
100%.
People in the comments were saying that to us even before.
Amanda was on something.
There's no way. That's not normal.
Because her hand was like this. No movement.
It's not normal.
Totally steady.
It's not normal.
Bro, it can't. Honestly, man.
TV, all these people like. There's no way. It's impossible.
Bro, I'm almost angry, and
She's a robot.
Because there's a moment when Andy says, yo, when did you guys fall for each other? And Amanda says, we were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and said, am I crazy or is there something here?
Yes.
And all the emotions just flooded
out
on
of
me.
nowhere.
Bro, yo, Amanda's actually trash. No, because let me tell you something, B. I'm going to be so real. Let's just talk things. I'm friends with women I know, guys.
She does.
I'm friends with women I know, guys. I'm friends with women I know, guys. I'm going to say that because I'm about to throw everybody under the bus.
And which is fine.
We all know dudes that are with a girl and try and swipe for the friend. We've seen it. We all know it. I'm not going to call it. We all know it where he says the slick shit thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then. And we all know the girl who doubles back to her homegirl and says, yo, not to be nothing crazy, but homeboy just said X to me. It's a little wild.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yes.
Or your ex-man just tried to come for me.
Yes.
It's a little wild.
I'm sorry.
I know a lot of women are going to do that. Now, I'll be honest. I know a lot of women are going to do that and F the man on the low anyway. I understand that as well.
That's the second tier.
Amanda is the only unique unicorn type of woman that sees that happen and says, yeah, I'm going to wife this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this my relationship now. We're monogamous now.
That is where the difference lies.
It's us now.
That's where the difference lies.
I've never seen that before.
She's got to be an alien.
I've never seen it before.
She's got to be an alien.
I've never seen it before.
AI, alien,
bro,
doesn't look no.
I've never seen it before.
It's not human. It's not human.
For 10 hours, I've never seen it before.
But here it is.
I've actually never seen it before.
And here it is.
Not only have we not seen it, because I've been told that this does happen, but we don't see it. I think not only
what happened.
Which part happens?
What about this
women
get with
bro? There's a part
where
where they run through Wes's history, and Wes is just being like, "Yeah, the last girl thought we were monogamous, but that wasn't true."
That wasn't.
And after I told her I had feelings for her, I crushed the next thing. But not since we dropped the statement, my dude.
Yeah.
The statement was 6 weeks prior to. I hope you've chilled. The whole internet's on you. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, exactly.
He's on TV.
But that's the thing. This happens, okay, and
on the show.
and this happens,
bro. It's not even about him embarrassing her. I'm not even as mad about Wes, because
I know
when I look at Wes, Wes is doing what I know a man like Wes is gonna do.
He's gonna do,
boys.
He's that guy.
He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
He's gonna do what he's gonna do. For Wes to be like, yeah, the girl thought we were in a relationship, but
boy, was she wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For him, so we know what Wes is. Everybody knows what Wes is.
Well, yeah.
Amanda knows what Wes is,
and then she knows as well. That's the difference.
And all the man said to her is there something here? And the girl melted like putty. Yo, Amanda, what were your other options? Yo, who are the niggas that, if you're in New York and you're trying to talk to Amanda, what did you do? Because why did she look at Wes and think this is the best best I got going right
what's
now.
our ex? What was our ex?
Kyle's a disaster.
Okay, and here's what I'm going to say.
Kyle's a disaster.
Here's something you don't know about Kyle, which I clocked from episode 2 when they were the reunion part 2 when they were married. Kyle and Amanda.
How long were they married for?
He said
4 years.
4
They were
years.
together for 10 though.
Oh, okay.
Hear this now. This is
14.
where something started to not make less sense. They were together for this time, and he said, and he started to tell the truth,
and I quote,
that they were not intimate for a very long time. His needs were not being met.
Wes would beat up Kyle. He would beat him up. If I'm Kyle, I have to fight Wes because of where you're going.
Because you have to.
I have to square up with him.
His understanding is that.
Did he say how long a long time is to him?
Bro, if the marriage is 4 years, I'm assuming
over a year.
You'd have to go probably 2 maximum because you have to assume.
In terms of regular pipe, I'm sure birthdays and like I get lonely 2 moments listening to Drake,
right?
But like regular pipe, no.
Right? And he was talking about how
and he said it to Wes, by the way.
Oh my God, man.
He messaged Wes and
do you understand?
He messaged Wes and was venting about his marriage, being like, yo, this girl's not even giving me no pipe. Now, where was Wes when he got the message from Kyle? When Kyle was messaging West.
Yes.
Saying,
where was...
Yo, I'm so frustrated in my marriage, I'm not even having sex with my wife right now.
Yeah.
Where was West?
Where was he?
In Miami. With the man's wife having dinner.
There you go.
Bro, you wouldn't square that man. Bro, honestly, you wouldn't square that man
okay, exactly.
I would never be able to see that guy again, you know?
Exactly. Because you were premeditating, you were creeping the entire time.
Bro, you're
this is some sick shit.
Bro, you're looking at her.
This is actually some sick shit.
Even if you didn't pipe, you're at dinner with my shorty. I'm telling. When I'm messaging you this, I do not think you're at dinner with my shorty.
You don't need to. You don't need to be on dinner to let me know. Because in fact,
this
is sick.
You don't even need to be intimate for this to be bad.
And that's what we're saying.
Bro, they're both from New York. What are they both doing in Miami?
So not only that,
a trip.
So you have to understand something too. They talked about a conflict, right? Kyle talked about they mentioned the conflict where there was a dinner and Kyle was yelling. I think he gave her a gift. He gave Amanda a gift of some sort,
watch,
and the Cartier watch that he saved up for or whatever. And something happened. There was some kind of conflict, and he said he said "fuck you" or some shit like that.
FUB word or something.
FUB to Amanda, his wife at the time. West puts his chair beside her, comes up behind her. I wish you were standing up. He puts his arm under her, like where her breast is.
Yeah.
Everybody only knows that they are friends.
Yeah, but also like, and like,
no, hold on. What are you about to say? No. I want you to hold on. Brought to you by my feet. No, what are you about to say right now? Because in hindsight,
predators. Have you ever seen a predator operate? Like a guy predator. I don't want to call you out, but do you have any friends in your group, or not friends, but guys you're adjacent to and you know they're predators? Have you ever seen it?
They're handsy.
It's not handsy. They test
to see how far they can go.
They test. And let me tell you something, B.
They put a hand here, they put a hand there.
Joel Simpson.
Get close.
When he touched her that day, that was not a test. That was.
You don't think he was testing her?
That was not the test. That was what already was working.
But also a decrepit, freaking no good gutter B word like Amanda is gonna give into the test because she let the man grip her up that way, didn't she?
In front of everybody,
consistently and over again.
I don't think you understand.
Bro, the man is hugging her up and kissing her on heads and ting.
No. Can you think about that? You're in a conflict with your girl and your friends are around, and one of your friends is coming up to console her, but you think it's just one of your friends caring about your girl, but really it's because they have something else.
He's trying to breach the physical language.
That's the part that why Kyle kind of
they got turned on by doing that publicly too.
But and that's the thing. And that's what I wonder too, if the show part of it has played into how they're internalizing these things. I understand being on camera, it's different. It just is not just like this happening under closed doors. I get that and I accept that. But there's something about your boy coming and I'll be honest with you too. Something kind of similar to that situation, because you were talking about how Kyle was confiding in Wes. About how he wasn't getting no intimacy, not even intimacy from his wife on a smaller scale.
You know how close he must have thought they were for him to even say that to a guy?
Yes.
Like I've known you guys for
very
like
close,
I'm gonna be real.
close.
I've known you guys for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
A long time. I trust you guys.
Yeah.
Never talked to you guys about sex. Like in that
No,
way.
not in that way. Because that's the next level.
And I've never heard that from you. I've never heard that from you.
Yeah.
One of the men in this circle has a child. Another one of the men in the circle has been in bro, this man was in a committed relationship.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you.
So do you know how close he felt to say to him, bro, this girl's not even giving me no walk-ins right now. And you went to dinner with her, bro. Honestly.
But I mean,
but I'm gonna be honest.
I'll be honest. There's been a lot of white guys that tell me a lot of stuff that.
No, and you know what?
That I'm
we
like,
talk about
damn.
the color lines. Yeah,
Is it a culture thing?
Yeah, they
It
tell
could
me a
be.
lot of stuff.
Dudes
And
just
I'm
be
like,
saying,
yeah, they're like,
and you wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
Yo, my wifey haven't been.
I'll
you know
paint this
what I mean?
picture
That's
for you.
happened.
I'll paint this picture for you guys. At one of my old jobs, I'm
I'm not talking about for laughs. I'm talking about the real intimacy of me and her piping.
I won't disclose the location or what it was, but there was
that
a
Heart Lake?
situation. There was a situation. Let me see what number that is. 110. Okay, I'm gonna blank that up. There was a situation where I had a French, and this is the work virus, not the woke virus, but the work virus,
Yeah.
where the work proximity, and maybe the Summer House cast, they feel the same way. The work environment that you go every day gives you this false sense of proximity. And I had this friend who I thought I was we talked about a lot of stuff. We went, and there was a girl that I was with that was there also. And I
That
talked
used to
to
work
this
with
guy.
y'all.
Well, not directly, but directly enough to where he knows who this person is.
I got you.
And eventually the thing goes south.
So
Were you and the girl or you and the friend?
With me and the girl. Who's dating her next?
Was he white?
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because I really appreciate it. It would be really greatly appreciated.
Again?
It was a white guy.
What was the girl?
Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take this time out to make sure that you are a part of our. No, she was a white girl as well.
So again, and I'm never gonna put the 2 out of 10. This is not Dr. Umar's podcast. I don't even think I even have the academia to do it.
it was a snow bunny.
No, but it's not that. This, because I'm a guy who dates multiculturally. But let me tell you something, B. And we learned about this in high school. I learned that in high school. With you there. This is a commentary on black people operating in white spaces across the board. If you know, then you know what I'm saying when I say that.
Okay, Dr. Stop.
If you know, then you know what I'm saying when I say that.
Don't do it.
Because, bro, I'm telling you this right now, B. It is no small feat.
Oh my God, man.
It is no small feat. Man, all right, let me ask you a question. I'm going to put it out there. Does Amanda do this to Ciara if Ciara's white? I'm done talking after that.
She's not. She doesn't.
Does Amanda do this to Ciara if Ciara's white?
Yo, why does this feel like we're watching A Time to Kill right now?
I'm telling you that right now.
Imagine she was white.
Because he just pulled that speech. No, she's not.
I'm telling you that right now.
You think so, eh?
Amanda does not do this to Ciara if Ciara's white.
No, not this recklessly.
Amanda does not do. She might have piped him.
Yeah, but not.
But as soon as it comes out, ooh, girl, I would never do this to you.
Yeah.
No, not for him. And the guy's getting shut out. She's never doing this to her if she's white at all.
Not this
at all.
This zombie like I don't care.
Bro, she's doing her very dirty, bro.
Yeah,
okay, can I say this? Can we play devil's advocate, right?
Come with
because I think sometimes there are people that love her out there, and
I'm not saying this is a cultural thing. I'm saying Amanda as a woman, how I see her move. I'm talking about her specifically.
So let's play devil's advocate, right? There's something that she had said, you can't help who you fall in love with or whatever. Remember, there's something she said that was like, so I'm just supposed to like ignore the feeling, whatever. So let's pretend
that came rushing in.
Let's just pretend
she's not getting that off to her white homegirl, B.
So let's pretend it was
let's keep it 1,000, bro.
No, I understand. Let's pretend it was a disease, right? It was a loving disease. Like what's that show with the chick, the Vince Gilligan show, Pluribus. Let's say it was that, and she got hit with the love bug Starsky. Shout out to him.
Then she would have told her.
But the key. So let me paint the picture. Let me cook the pot. So
because she never told her.
And this is what I'm trying to.
The rumor is that they piped at one of his homeboys' cribs. And that video was about to come out, so they announced
which is why they did the preemptive statement. So okay, but so that's what I'm saying. So if they had this love for each other, which by the way, on the episode on part 3, they didn't even admit that they loved each other that way. But
because it said it's fresh.
For all intents and purposes, let's say they had intense emotions about each other, right? Let's say they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. This is so. Let's say it took over. There is so many points if you have respect for another human being that I feel like could have mitigated this even a little bit more. Like, for example, if Ciara came on this reunion and said, yo, I can't believe that you're going for my ex. But she said it in a way like she could never question the authenticity in how bad she feels or like how much she messaged and spoke to her about this. Then it would literally be about someone who is not able to recognize that someone is really in love and really in a new situation. And and you could look at Sierra and be like, you know what? You're being unreasonable because, yo, this girl came to you hat in hand. This girl preempted everything before it ever became public fodder. And it's just that you can't come to terms with it. That would be an argument that would be able to live.
I would have room for her. I would have room for her if she put herself to the sword.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have room for her for that.
Because if you love this guy, it would be trash,
but I would at least honor.
If you love this guy that much, if you just think about anybody who you're like, yo, I should not. Like some David when he had in the Bible when he had the man killed,
but he had him killed. Yeah, he sent him to the front line of battle.
You understand? There's extremes that you're willing to go for the person because even though it's breaking up your friend group, it's breaking up the girl that you are so close with, all the things that she did and lifted you up and supported you. You're throwing it out the window. That's fine if you want to do it, but then there's still some things that you should be able to do that Sierra can't deny. She has to feel it from you because then she wouldn't be able to hide behind.
But you're playing devil advocate. What's your point? I've only heard you prove what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that if she really respected Sierra enough,
which she does,
and loved Sierra enough and valued their friendship enough, then she would have fallen on her sword, like you're saying, and she would have done the hard thing and just ate it and showed contrition.
Why isn't Amanda?
Yeah.
You don't. Okay.
Yeah. No. Ask. No. We'll get to it.
All the friends Amanda has.
Oh my!
And the way that Amanda was running around because she was newly single.
Yeah. And she was,
is West the only man who tries to talk to Amanda?
No.
No, man.
Is West the only man that was maybe connected with one of her friends who tried to swing at Amanda?
No.
Why do you think Amanda felt comfortable to go after West?
Oh my God. I need you to paint the picture, but I don't like what you're implying. But I
like I said, it's not that podcast, bro. But
this is
from the beginning. This has been a commentary on Black people operating in white spaces.
And because she was the first Black woman on the show, first of all, right? And then a couple other came, right? Her homegirl and the dude that went through some serious issues that they breezed over. That has to play a role in it. That she had to have felt comfortable enough
for y'all to swing me another way. You would have to tell me that Amanda had nobody else.
Yeah,
and we know that that's not true.
So if Amanda had other options, and Amanda said, "I was hanging out with multiple friends. I was going out with a lot of people." Yeah. You just got out of a 10-year relationship.
12th, 10 whole years.
You did this.
You need to let that man go.
No regard for the primary person you're gonna hurt.
Do you understand what you're telling me?
And that's why. That's my problem. Your friend
what is it about her
let go of a man that's married
that makes it easy
for you because you're ready for commitment
for you to do this?
Attacking the
weak. I was like, oh.
I think that's why this thing is so fascinating. Look on the human experience because it's two verticals happening at once.
Shout out my Black girls out there operating in spaces because I know this is happening.
It gets crazy.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing.
I know you had that homegirl.
August 18th, we got married.
Tonsillitis, that man kissed him up and came to say, "Oh girl, I was drunk."
August 18th.
I know you've lived through that.
My dad somewhere in there.
I know you've lived through. Oh, I didn't think you liked him that much. I know you've lived through that.
My whole family knows him.
I know you've lived through it.
All my friends
I want you to understand that was also a commentary on Black people operating.
And you know the other thing too
said, Mom,
is that
I'm getting married.
You are giving up.
Who? Sarah?
Like I want you guys to think of a friendship that you
was like to Sarah
value.
And I was like, I'm
right?
getting married.
I don't know. I mean,
like,
as you get older, friendships, it's like it's.
Which one?
I don't care about none of y'all niggas.
No, I understand. No, and I understand. I understand that sentiment.
Are so
but
happy.
You have to think about a friendship where
he's a husband.
You feel like there would have to be something that you stand on, morally or immorally, whatever, that you are willing to throw that particular friendship in the fire because of something else. And you are okay with living with how bad you look and how much you are never going to. There's only as a man, there's only certain things, and maybe that's the problem because we're a men and we don't have the woman perspective, but there's only certain things that someone would have to do to be on that list. It would have to be someone who threatened your life, maybe in a put you in some kind of danger. I know that's connected to life.
Yeah.
Maybe the monetary value of what that betrayal meant was something that was going to put you in a place that you could never recover from. They had to have done something to your, like, it's a very short list. So for her to look at someone who because I'm not just talking about me now, because I'm new. I just came here. Like someone said, oh, look, he don't know that that Bravo makes this stuff dramatic. Okay, I didn't know. Sorry. But for her to be willing to throw away something that America was privy to, in Canada, was privy to seeing in real time, then it must really be fucking worth it. Because
West is just that good.
No, but they all know he's not.
That good at getting to gal them.
Yeah, bro. Some of these guys can smell it. Amanda's a weak bitch, bro.
So is he good or is she weak?
No, but
wait,
but dudes know how to find a weak bitch.
No, but a lot of niggas can get a weak girl even if they weren't that good. I've seen it.
I'm talking about the guys who make a career. For example, West City had this whole girl Miha thinking that they were exclusive for a whole year.
While he was seeing Amanda. Yeah, yes.
While he was seeing Next Things.
But we can
Is that a
relate
bad
to that.
thing?
We can relate to that though.
Is it a bad thing?
Men can relate to that.
Is it a bad thing for you to knowingly allow a woman
not knowingly.
No, he did know.
Okay.
The man even said she thought we were exclusive.
No,
exactly.
no,
He admitted
I'm just asking
that's
if
What's a bad thing?
If you didn't know, it's a bad thing.
If what's it didn't know?
No, yeah, finish the sentence.
If a girl thought you were exclusive,
yes,
and you were surprised that she did.
What are you talking about?
No. Let him finish it because if you need to know what he's talking about first. So
no, I'm saying, is it bad?
Yes.
If a guy,
yeah,
is with a woman and the woman thinks they're exclusive, and he didn't think so, and only found out like a year later.
That's different. Because what you're describing is different. What he's describing is different.
How can a woman think you're exclusive
unless
and you have no idea
that they think they're exclusive?
Yeah,
that's
what you're describing, and I'm not gonna. We're not gonna be that pod. I'm not gonna act like what you're saying is possible. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't in good conscience do it.
Wait.
You think a girl's gonna be like, I think we're exclusive and she don't say nothing to you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah?
Eventually she'll say something. He's wrong.
Eventually say something, yes, but a long
there might be a period of time where
a long period of time where it doesn't. It could go 8 months, 9 months, 6 months past. Like, you know what I mean?
Pardon?
6, 8, 9
Was
months.
what? Okay. You have a condom on the whole time?
Wait, what that mean?
Because
he said he fucked her without a condom.
Okay. What girl thinks you're exclusive and didn't tell you to take the condom off?
Wait, say that again.
What girl
thinks
you're exclusive and doesn't tell you to take the condom off?
What are we talking about?
That's a good.
There's girls that tell us to take the condom off, and we're not. Like, what are we doing?
Okay, then. But it goes to my point. Now, what girl are you piping raw who's not then immediately asking you, yo, what are you doing with that dick after you leave here?
That's another very valid question. Yes.
A year? Bro, we're adults.
Okay,
I can't let
14 months.
I can't let this happen.
Okay, 7, 8 months.
Okay. No. But here's the thing. But the point,
you could crush a thing raw for 7, 8 months and not explain what you're doing with your dick when you're not with her?
What if she doesn't ask?
Remember, I'm not talking.
What if she didn't ask?
I'm not talking about a woman being willing to take a risk.
Yes.
And feel like, you know what? I know that he has something to lose too. He's making good choices.
Yes.
I'm talking about a woman assuming that you're doing nothing else with that mechanism because you guys are exclusive.
Crazy. Mechanism is nuts.
What if she just
mechanism is nuts?
What if she just says, like, you're my boo. I know. Like, that's not really. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? Because I want him to finish the statement, and I want you to give a good retort to it because there is something there.
He my guy.
But do you know the problem? What you're saying is though.
I'm like, of course, come on.
The problem is she eventually does ask.
Yeah. And
that's the thing.
We need to stop letting guys get off like they're idiots. We all know when it's like, yo, she'll say like, yo, the weather is beautiful outside. And we'll be in the group chat. Yo, this bitch thinks we're exclusive. Like,
that's a fact.
Come on. So I'm not going to let us play ignorant.
Yeah.
But what about the one that like doesn't mind being exclusive, but like is weighing their options still, so they don't say that they're exclusive. They just kind of
girl.
Yeah.
No, the guy saying to the girl. So he kind of like he kind of floats because
can I say another thing?
Yeah.
When Wes says to her, she thought we were exclusive, but it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
We all know he had to lie to her for her to think they were exclusive.
Because
right?
there had to
because no woman thinks I'm exclusive with it, especially in modern era dating.
Yeah.
No woman thinks I'm exclusive without feeling like she has a conversation to draw from.
Yes, to make that conclusion. It's 1,000%.
What if he never said anything but just gave her like the key to this house?
Oh, see, there's a bunch of dudes that have been very trash about that. There's dudes that be letting women have crazy access, getting drawers and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it's not a word, but it's like these things like
and
that?
Wes could be that kind of guy.
He probably
to be
is.
honest.
That's what it says. What did Wes say? We had sleepovers.
Yeah, take the keys, y'all.
The other thing too,
be the house,
which we didn't mention to you, is that girl that he was with while he was talking to Amanda,
pretending,
is that she is not part of the Bravo universe or whatever, and he tried to make it sound
she
like
is part of the Bravo universe.
No, she's not, and he positioned it in a way
like she was
that they shouldn't fully be together that way because she's not
part of the Bravo universe.
Yeah, like they frown.
Like he said it to her.
So let's keep this on the shh
because she's not branded.
Because I don't want to bring you into this world. I don't want to make you feel have to be pit up against Sierra and all these different things. So when he brands it that way, she's gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, of course we can keep this on the low. Once again, that speaks to the mastermind nature of Wes, of him getting away with this, and that's why a lot of people are upset. But the more the final question really is, who is really the super villain? Is it really Wes or Amanda? Because it's
Amanda.
Look at her face.
I know you're saying that.
Oh, look at her face.
Because there is something that people will say about Wes is that there are and that's the problem. That's the problem.
But Wes had no allegiance to nobody. Wes wasn't recently with Sierra.
Boys will be boys.
And I've seen guys
and that's where
I'm gonna say Wes isn't the ultimate villain because I've seen guys try to do
what Wes is doing. Yeah.
But I've never seen a woman evil enough
to fall for it.
Like Amanda, to fall for it like this. Bro, I wouldn't even have this much smoke for Amanda if the only thing she did was pipe him.
We know.
I know. It's because she's creating a whole new world on some Aladdin
She's like,
shit.
I'm with him.
Yeah, this is.
We've talked about our emotions. We've talked about if we're going to do this, it has to matter.
She doesn't even have emotions.
I don't know what she's even talking about. But
what emotions is she even talking about?
The ones that we don't. But you know what's
the
funny?
ones that we don't see.
Amanda did this without being able to say, I love him and he's who I need.
Exactly. See?
But even if it was crazy, I need you to say that.
But it's just to let me know that
I need you to say, the whirlwind romance has been so incredible, I think I love him.
So that there's some real emotion that we're seeing. I don't even know
real
what
stakes.
This is. Yeah.
But you claim to love me as a friend and you're going to do this to me because you had emotions rushing for him?
Right away when he said, I feel like there's something here.
Okay, so let me ask you this question then.
After y'all was chilling and getting drunk and partying?
Let me ask you this question.
Amanda's a disgrace.
Do you think if Wes said that I love you and I am in love, do you think she would have followed suit on the couch with Andy? Because I feel like she would have. I feel like she was more into it and she was just kind of, she didn't want to.
She would say I love you, but you know what kind of I love you would be back. It would sound like a fucking robot.
Like not like when you just say it because someone said it back to you.
You know.
But I feel like once again, my conclusionary statement is I still feel like Amanda has an extreme amount of emotion for this guy. And don't get me wrong, I don't know why.
It could be obsession.
It can be. It
doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be.
It can be the.
It doesn't have to be
the want what you can, not want what you can have because she has it now. But it's the want what you can have and now you have it, and that's why.
Or she feels like she still wants him, so she's like, look, I have it
because
I have it up.
Because the thing is, if they turn around tomorrow and they hate each other's guts,
then
how soon do they slow walk this to everybody to say no, we're not together, or do they upkeep it because they've already ran it so long that now they just have, because now I feel like that's where they're at this position where even if they fall out, they can't even turn around and be like, yeah, we're not together anymore, like that, in that way. Like, I feel like you've already, like you just said, when you joked, and they joked about it too, it's like you said, yo, they pretty much have to get married. They said that.
And they got to be together for a long time.
The problem is with that, with your point, Wes is not the type of guy where we're not together and I'm going to keep that a secret because I'm going back outside.
This guy's made him.
You know what?
Yeah, he's made himself like a real dog.
That was a perfect way to end that segment because that's really
dog. Wes is a real dog.
But I will say
this didn't work. I'm going back outside.
I will say this, that because you had touched on it earlier. This is just so much, but you did comment on that, the way that they have that next section lined up, that next version of it. Like
aftermath.
It's like an aftermath, which to me,
Wait.
Because they're currently filming in the city, so the cameras are still with them.
yes.
Is Dre gonna be on the episode?
Oh my fucking God.
And said, wait.
Yo, I'm listening to, yo, you know what I'll say this? Because I was saying to somebody, I feel like Bravo was mad about this thing, predominantly because they didn't get to monetize it the way that they wanted to because it was such a secret. But I believe this aftermath thing is here
It
to
could be more
rectify
about
that.
them.
It's gonna, yeah, it's because now they can hone in on just literally the aftermath and dilute it in a, forget about all the other stuff. Yeah, people trying to kill themselves, people opening up shops and businesses. Forget about all that. No. We just need to dilute on this particular thing and milk this. So I think that's where
I want to see how this goes, but it's like, do they go back as a party?
Yeah.
Do Wes and Amanda go back to the house next summer?
If these niggas don't want them there, how can they? Because also,
Is that a them decision or a Bravo decision?
it's a Bravo decision. I think everybody has to fall in line. But also, there was some rumors that I feel like they might take away like one person. Like they're saying they might take away like Wes. What if they took away Wes? Would you think that's fair? If they said Wes, everyone can come back, but Wes can't.
Yeah,
would
because
you?
he's not the main. Because he's not a main. He's not really like a main guy like that.
So then
Oh.
that's fair because Amanda is kind of like
Ciara been there. Amanda been there for like a decade, bro. Been there for a long time.
she's been there since she didn't even look that way. So like I feel like they have to for business, and so Wes would be the outlier where they can
That's like a mainstay on the show, but if they're still together, Wes won't still.
that he'll at least show up. You know what I mean?
If you're calling, do you want them to still be together by next? You want them to still be together by next summer?
Or you think?
No, what do you want from TV purposes? Would you want them to still be together? What would you want? Do you want them still together and all back at the house next
You
summer?
know what? Fuck it.
Do you want them broken up and only Amanda Ciara there? Do you want Ciara not to go back and then Amanda and Wes have their thing?
Let me get my Steven Spielberg. Let them break up. Let them have a messed up breakup and let Amanda and Ciara have some reconciliation shit where they actually show emotion, actually fight each other in the real way. Like, now you see how I feel. And like actually knock heads and then actually come out as actual friends and be like, because you are a Christian man. You know the act of forgiveness and the contrition and coming to Jesus moment in even no matter how
we
bad.
We don't have to be besties like that.
No. But that moment has to happen because that moment hasn't happened through the reunion. That moment has not happened
because Amanda has no remorse.
And that's the problem.
Amanda has no remorse.
She and only
Amanda
she has
does
to feel
not
it first.
think she did anything wrong, guys.
That's my problem.
That's what I've learned after 10 hours of Bravo.
Nothing more dangerous. After 10 hours of nothing more
Bro, it took
dangerous
10
than
hours for Amanda
somebody
to not mean a single apology.
who doesn't.
She didn't mean any of it.
All right,
So here's I have some
let's
other
transition. Quick hits.
okay, so here's some relationship ones. Okay. This is so interesting.
Relationship, you're up.
Well, no, this can apply to everybody who's
Is that what he
lived
said?
in the
He
world.
said this is a
Go
relationship.
to the relationship stuff. You're a master of this.
Oh no, I'm not. Definitely not.
I'm a third. I like the idea of sex more than actually having sex, and I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm a 33-year-old guy, married, as the title says. I like the idea of having sex more than actually having sex. I'll get turned on by my wife and by having sexual thoughts.
He's married?
Yeah, because married was the third word from the
I missed that
synopsis. Well, what did I miss? Drake asked, and I'll get turned on by my wife by having sexual thoughts, but then when we have sex, I just feel meh, like it's not worth the time / effort. To be clear, this is a me issue. My wife's performance is 10 out of 10. She's an active participant, and I have no unfulfilled fantasies or anything like that. Just the physical pleasure I feel during sex is like a 5 out of 10, as opposed to something like a back massage, which I would put at an 8 out of 10. I also don't particularly enjoy receiving hand jobs or blow jobs. Once we finish having sex, I find myself thinking, phew, glad that's over. Instead of, that was awesome, can't wait to do that again. I don't like feeling this way. I do like pleasing my wife, so I will often use my hands, mouths, toys to get her off, and then just decline PIV or receiving anything because meh. Now,
there are some men that need the internet revoked.
like just removed from their house?
None of this needs to be online.
No, it does. He's looking for help. You do understand that. He's looking for help.
He's looking for help from who?
So okay,
Reddit.
Okay. What do you want? You want to be serious? Or you want to be funny? What do you want?
First thing that comes to your mind.
Whichever one you want.
On a serious level, this guy sounds like he has a porn problem.
Oh.
He has a porn problem and he's detached from sex. He's connected more to the sexual arousal, so the actual physical activity he can't do because he watches too much porn.
But
that's my serious answer.
But he said he doesn't even like hand jobs.
But and he says that a massage he puts at an 8 out of 10. A back massage.
Yeah, but again, like I said, porn and rub and tugs. I think this guy has that type of problem. He's a detached person. This guy probably pays for pussy all the time.
So wait, you think somebody who's addicted to porn would find a back massage at an 8 out of 10 and then a regular sex at a nothing?
That's his addiction to,
No. I'm just trying to follow the train of thought.
No, the train of thought that I follow is when I see a person where the idea and the image
is better,
and the detachment, but the perception of sex, is so much more arousing than the actual connection and the intimacy with another human being.
Yes, then
that alarms me to believing, that their sexualization when they were coming of age was done a lot through a distance, which to me says porn.
Okay.
That's me being serious.
And I guess I would agree with you, except because he's talking about these other intimate things that he rates as higher, and I just don't understand. Like
him saying I don't like to throw it off. Him saying I don't like hand jobs doesn't mean he doesn't like to wang himself. He might love his own. He might love his own shit.
I don't know, but
why does a massage? Why is he putting a massage at an 8 out of 10 then? A back massage. I mean, I like a back massage, but it's not an 8 out of 10.
That one's thrown me off.
Thank you. That's what because and I mean, what do you think, Oshan? What
I think?
And do you have advice for him?
I have advice for him.
Talk to your wife.
You know what's funny? The talking to the wife might actually help.
It's the only person who should hear this.
But also just talking to her. Maybe treating her like a person might actually help. Because maybe that's the problem. He's treating her like a sex object.
No, because he said he was a munch too, right? So
but he's doing it because he likes for her to be pleased.
Yeah, he's a munch. Ice Spice told us about that.
Ice Spice didn't tell me why.
I was feeling you.
Okay, wait. I have another one. If you guys are over this one,
no, I was gonna give him the advice.
Please, he needs to hear it.
If she's hot,
oh my god,
that's not the.
If she's hot,
right? Contingent upon,
let me know.
Oh, you know what? You know what?
Boston did.
You know what?
He can watch.
Okay.
Hey, yo, shout out to
the
Diddy,
Marvin
bro.
and Diddy.
And I will do the thing for him.
Watching and allowing things to happen.
Because he says he wants her to be pleased.
You want him to become a cuck.
Yes, he wants to be a cuck.
I'm a dog.
Did you not hear what he said?
A cuck.
I don't want you to touch me. I don't want to receive nothing. When sex is done, I'm like, but I enjoy looking. I enjoy her getting pleased. So I substitute.
Well, that would but
that
in all honesty,
he fits the cuck. He fits the cuck.
Yo, fits the cuck is crazy, but
he fits the cuck.
He fixed the cuck.
He fixed the cuck.
But because really and truly, that would be where a cuck situation does come into play. Because you said porn,
but maybe it's not porn. I need to see real life.
Maybe
my shorty getting pleased.
Maybe
because he's happy.
I need to see real.
Because he said I like seeing her be pleased.
Yeah, he did.
Because you likes pleasing her.
That's not gonna be porn. He's saying I like her, seeing her pleased.
And he said it's not her. She performs well. The man even said she performs.
He gave her a high rating.
She said she's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he gave her a perfect. You understand?
You think he wants to be a cuck? You know what?
Yes,
I like your advice more than mine.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, that's good.
He's a cuck in waiting.
He's a cuck in waiting. Because he'll probably lose his mind when
here's another one. Here's another one.
He'll probably go, whoa.
Here's another one. This one is specifically looking for advice. Found a married coworker on a dating app. So
he didn't find him, but go ahead.
So I'm a single lady, and I was browsing Hinge when I found a profile of my married coworker. I met his wife and 2 kids at the work get-togethers.
Okay, Amanda.
Seemed like a lovely family. Of course, his profile lists that he doesn't have any. And he doesn't have and doesn't want any kids. And only looking for short-term / something fun, LOS. What do? Do I screenshot it and send it to his wife? Do I confront him? Or do I invoke Nori's second single produced by the Neptunes and say nothing? Edit. Oh yeah, there's an edit after. But let me see what you guys think before I tell you what she said.
Sorry, lady, it's none of your business. Is that her friend?
Well,
is the wife her friend?
Oh, is the no?
Then it's none of your business. You got to stay out of other people's business. Yeah, I don't know.
But she met the wife at one of the
I don't give a fuck. It's not her business. It's not her business.
Remember that song with Rihanna and Chris Brown?
I think people people who step into other relationships' business unless it has something to do with you.
Like if he hit on her and like tried
yeah,
to,
if she's trying to, if he's trying to get at you, and you like, yo, I don't like this. What should I just shut him down and go tell his wife or whatever the case may be? That's fine. But I don't think people should. Unfortunately, it's not your business that he made a hinge and he's lying about his family. Like, why does that matter to her?
And it hinges upon
what does it matter to her to have to go and express this to so what? Like, so she can get brownie points with her, or she can be like friends with her. Like, I understand the whole I want to save somebody, but it's really not your concern. It doesn't do anything for your life particularly. You can see he's a dirtbag, so you can ignore him and move on to somebody else on the hinge, because that's what you were there on the hinge to do, right? Wasn't she on the hinge to look for somebody for herself?
So you basically said that she shouldn't screenshot it and send it to the wife, right?
Hell no.
But she had other options. She said, do I confront him?
No.
Should she talk to him?
No.
Okay.
It's not her business.
And her final question was, do I say nothing?
Nori, it's nothing. You do nothing.
Okay.
It's none of your fucking business.
So, spoiler alert, people chimed in.
They're idiots.
Wait, you don't even know what their suggestion was.
I don't care.
Look at this Negro.
Because I know how when he sets up, someone says, you really should do the right thing.
I'll tell you what they said. It said,
this part of the internet.
Thank you guys. I like the idea of creating an untraceable email and sending her the screenshot.
See what I'm saying? Why does this fucking matter?
After that,
I hate people, yo.
Every time I see women, right?
It's unbelievable.
Every time I see women, I'm like, yo, y'all are in the wrong job.
Yeah, go be investigators. Go be police. Go be
other things.
Yeah, go do all these other shit, yo.
Look how creative this guy.
I'm gonna go make an undisclosed, untraceable, ununanimous.
I don't even know where you got those.
How do you make one of those?
Is that on Gmail? What is that on? I don't know.
Where you got it now?
I think on the.
She said.
I think it's on the Trump website.
She said after that, I'm staying out of it and pretending I didn't see nothing.
Because they want to do the whole woman to woman thing, and if it was me, I'd want somebody to.
But that girl, I'm sure, has a woman in her life that she knows that she wronged and hasn't apologized to.
Everybody isn't Amanda, you know.
No.
People in the world.
No, there are women out there that treat their co-worker women like shit.
Yes.
They treat their sister like shit.
Yes.
They treat their mom like shit.
Yes.
They treat their auntie like shit. But let me go online and make a fucking hidden email to save this fucking woman that she met one time at the office. That has nothing to do with her. What the fuck are we talking about?
Shout out Steve Carell, by the way.
Yo, women, let me tell y'all something. Be nice to the women in your life. Don't worry about the stranger online. Don't worry about your co-worker's wife. Don't worry about your boss's fucking grandmother. Don't worry about all these people.
No, the
worry about your sister. Be nice to your sister. I see people treat their sisters like shit. Be nice to your mom.
Sure.
I see people treat their grandmother like shit. So I don't want to hear about all this women shit when they're not even doing it to people that are fucking beside them. I know people who have fucking disrespected their best friend who's a girl. Why are they worried about this person on fucking internet on Hinge? She wasn't even there for that in the first place, yo. What the fuck are we doing, yo? To save women. The fuck out of here, yo. The fuck out of here. Okay, mind your fucking business. Go ahead.
Can I do one more?
Do whatever you want, man. I'm chilling because that just shit pissed me off. She made a fucking what? A fucking
untraceable
email. And then
007?
said, but after this, I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, that made it even worse. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. I would have respected it if she said, I made this untraceable email, and then I'm going to follow through and see whatever, and I'm going to pop up and say, yo, it's me, bitch. I know what you've been doing. Like, then I'll be like, okay. So then she's excited. But she's going to mind her business.
Which
so you know you can mind your business. Oh, so this is not about women now.
This is not about, think it's not about women? That's
it's about fucking drama. People want to be in drama. People want to be in chaos. People want to be in
chaos. Also,
people want to
she
be.
Brought it to the internet. She's excited. She's probably smiling when she wrote that.
She want to be in the know.
Yeah, because the fact that she added an edit at the bottom was interesting.
She want to be in the know, yo.
Okay, speaking of the know, here's the third one. The headline says, "I slept with my roommate's hot boyfriend on purpose to destroy their relationship." Here it goes. My roommate's new boyfriend is ridiculously hot, and honestly, the jealousy was eating me alive. He also had this incredibly annoying habit of barging into my bedroom without knocking. He'd just laugh it off and say, relax, we're all adults. I decided to use that to my advantage.
No, he didn't. This person's a liar.
Yeah, this is a liar. No one says that.
Yeah, this person's a liar.
No one bursts in someone's room and say,
relax, we're all adults.
Well, he laughed it off first. So there was a laughing action, and then he didn't walk in stoically and say,
also, that's
relax,
not, by the way, we're not adults bursting in someone's room. That's not an adult thing.
It's not an adult thing. Just
in case.
I decided to use that to my advantage to tear them apart. Knowing he was staying over,
It's not real, man.
I stripped naked and waited on my bed.
This is fan fiction.
This is
right on
I'm in a book.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Wait, how do you guys know this is not real?
Bro, because
Because people are
I
fucking
know the
stupid,
type
bro.
of books women read. This is an excerpt.
This is what she wanted, or like.
Then she's gonna say he his pulsating muscles is like gripped them. Like this is.
What did she? I waited. I took off my clothes. What is
I
she
stripped
talking
myself
about? What
naked.
was
I stripped myself naked in the moonlight as I waited for him.
waiting for him because I knew he would come back.
The suppleness of his. Come on.
It was 9:30 every night. Fuck. Go ahead, finish this.
The heat was embalming. It surrounded the room.
Sweat, pulse, dripping. Yo, go finish the story, man.
Anticipation coiled through my spine and gripped to my toes.
Exactly. Okay, so let me finish the story.
That's right. It's a story.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kyle Rittenhouse, self-defense.
Pardon me?
George Zimmerman, self-defense. Rick Chow, self-defense. Carmelo Anthony, guilty of murder, 35 years.
That's the transition you want to do?
No, I wasn't done the story, but let's move on, man.
Wait. I
I
got confused. That tripped me the fuck out. Wait, I said finish the story, and then you said
no. This is the story now.
no. I want to hear the rest of the story.
It's killed. It's fantastical. It's whatever. Let's get to the real shits. Come on. Let's give a good 5 minutes on some real stuff.
Yeah.
So
say the names again.
The Carmelo. Okay, Kyle Rittenhouse. You know what he did.
Jail.
Okay, and but he got self-defense.
Oh no, keep going.
George Zimmerman,
should have went to
self-defense.
jail.
You know what he's about to say. Watch.
Rick Chow
Should have went to jail.
Carmelo Anthony, guilty of murder.
Should have went to
35
jail.
years.
Right?
I understand
why he's going to jail.
No, it's just like I
You understand why the jury went in that direction?
No, I understand the conversation that's going to happen
about self-defense.
But I can't use the times that the law did not work as an excuse to then make it not work
for somebody else.
The law has to work,
right?
At some point,
the law has to work.
It just doesn't work all the time.
It doesn't work all the time, but we can't do 2 for 1s. We can't do 1 for 1s. The law has to work.
And the thing is that there's so many things that come into play when it comes to verdicts like this, and especially jury. I don't want to led verdicts, right? Jury led. What?
How did that? How did that happen?
Yeah, insane.
Is the game over?
No,
it's 1 minute left.
There's 1 minute left of what was once a 30-point beatdown, and instead,
well, when you're a Christian, is Dior. That's what happens. Yeah. So, what was I saying? I was saying. I would say, yeah. It's
there can be no excuse for the law not working. So that's why I started with what I said. Where the Karmelo Anthony case is concerned, man, I wish that we lived in a society where this young child of color, could have gone to a track meet and felt safe enough in both his environment, in the world that he lived in the world that he saw, safe enough that he wouldn't need to walk around with a knife. That's what I wish.
Yeah.
And I wish that he felt protected and seen by the people around him enough that in the event that he's feeling bullied and attacked,
that he would
that he knows he doesn't have to take matters into his own hands. The society's going to be there because he's at a track meet. We don't live in that world,
man. We don't.
So I'm going to say the same thing about this that I've said to my sister and I say it to many people.
Yeah.
Until I live in a country or a world that doesn't see color, I have to. And that works both ways. Karmelo, this is wrong. But everybody on the day that it happened, if you look online, knew that they're going to put this black boy under the jail for sticking his knife in this white kid's heart.
I mean, this is a fact.
Yeah,
Regardless what the law says.
When I first saw when I first saw it happen, there was nothing in my mind
that said, "Oh, he's gonna get up a defense or a couple
Dad got up and said my son was just a hero." They didn't even let us hear that. Yo, this kid was really assaulting boy, and he was really trying to get at him, and homie just had to get him off. As soon as they put up this young man's picture, and I heard people saying, what type of life does this kid have that he's walking around with a knife? As soon as they didn't even want to understand where the young black man was coming from and understand the psychology and the reality of a man who probably does have to walk around with a switch on him all the time.
Yeah.
bro, all black men. Bro, it's sad, man.
It's very sad.
But the law is not designed, unfortunately, to help this young black man with this, because we do not yet live in a world that doesn't see color.
And that probably won't happen for a while. I don't see it happening. When I first saw the trial, there was nothing that led me to believe that he wouldn't serve jail time.
No.
And in fact, and to be honest, I don't know what the law is in. Well, actually, this was Texas, right? Well, he is a Texas man. I don't know if this school and the crime happened in Texas. Was it in Texas? I feel like based on what he did, what was the maximum he was looking at?
They tried him as an adult, so I think
life, wouldn't it?
You can get life without the possibility of parole. Sorry, you can get life without the possibility of parole.
Life without a possibility. So it was never.
I don't know if it's Florida. Was it Texas?
Well, he is from Karmelo Anthony is from Texas.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure because. Oh wow, he was born May 29th. No, that's not. No, that's Karmelo Anthony, the basketball player. Yeah. Sorry, this is the problem with AI. We're not there yet, folks. AI is still infallible. 35 years when you from what your understanding of what he did and the understanding of the case, does him serving jail time obviously isn't
shocking.
You could it's not shocking, and obviously when it's looked at as in through the lens of self-defense,
you need to watch how they spun it when this first happened.
I have to try. I'm trying to remember. If you
rewatch, and again, I'm not talking about on Black Twitter.
He did.
Okay.
Oh,
you need to watch how they spun this when this first happened. They're putting this kid under the jail as soon as this occurred.
Yes. Okay. So here are a couple of facts that to remind you of. He was 17 at the time of the murder, but because of the murder, he was able to be charged as an adult. So that's one thing to recognize. But this contradicting second point, BBC, thanks. The death penalty was not considered because he was a minor at the time of Metcalf's death. Those are two contradicting.
No, it's not.
He was able to be charged as an adult, and so he wasn't charged as an adult then.
Your sentencing could be more strict, but I take death penalty off the table. So your sentencing is strict because of the nature of the crime you committed, but I will not put you to death because you're a minor.
Okay, right.
Those two things can be
right. Okay, so let me ask this then: in the zeitgeist of of convictions and things that have been, crazy, is 35 years.
No.
Could they have done worse in terms of from what historically of what they've done to us, or are they throwing everything at him in terms of, because I know the law is so tricky because people just think of a crime and they go, oh, this is what this person is supposed to get because they did a crime, not thinking about.
Remember, I'm not a big believer in the stand your ground law. I haven't been a big believer in it since the George Zimmerman case because I saw how it could be used as a license to assassinate black people.
Yeah.
Or people of any grouping that you decide need to be eliminated and exterminated. And I saw how we probably wouldn't be able to use that as a defense.
Right.
Because outside of the Karmelo Anthony story, do you remember the story? There was a story of this this convenience store owner who sent his son to go chase a kid.
That sounds familiar.
And the father went out and ran after him and said, "Oh, the guy was chasing my son because they thought he stole something. He shot him in the back."
Yes.
I mean, again, I'm not mad at it. I'm not even mad. I'm just I said this to somebody one day. I said this to somebody once actually.
Yeah.
And I said, as a person of color living in North America, particularly as a man, your ability to survive is directly linked to your ability to be a bitch. Because on the one day that you get real upset and you say, I'm not going to take it anymore, and I'm not going to let him talk to me like that, and I'm not just going to say, no, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to let that happen, you run the risk of getting killed or getting arrested.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to You Might Want to Sit Down for this. You can't even, that was a perfect segue and also you are absolutely right. And there's nothing to follow up with that because that's, you want to let people sit with that because it's 100% accurate. It's absolutely 100% true. I want to thank you guys for taking a listen and watching You Might Want to Sit Down for This. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, stay alive, and also tribe yourself to thrive. And also, you know. All right.
This concludes our broadcast day.
You might want to sit down for this.